Hello learners, so here this is the second part of this chapter and I am here to present now in this video about some topics related to tides. In the last video we discussed about the semidiurnal tides, what is called semidiurnal tides, what is called diurnal tides, right? So the tide generating forces we have already discussed, we have already talked about. Now in is is sudden rise, and this sudden tidal rise is known as tidal surge. Okay, so tidal surge is this. uh, so This surge can occur due to numerous meteorological factors. On numerous meteorological factors that affect the rise of the water level. Again, if there is an open ocean, the tides would be comparatively contrast to a closed area, where you have let's see a funnel shaped bay where the magnitude would be much higher. So this again varies based on the shape of the bay that is there, that estuaries that is there, the intensification. Okay, uh, the work that takes place that independent on it. Again, when you have a tidal current that is seen, this tidal current is a kind of channelization that is seen between inside or based, which leads to higher tidal frequencies or higher tidal levels that are seen. Some of the highest tides of the world are seen in Bay of Pandi in Canada. Some of the examples we can see. So those was a kind of general idea about tides. Coming on to the types of, you can see, you can read it, Bay of Pandi, Canada. Types of tides. So we can classify tides based on different aspects. So you have based on the frequency, you have semi-diurnal, which we talked about, two high tides and two low tides. Then diurnal tide means like one high tide and one low tide. And if we talk about the mixed tides, the mixed tides like which are variation in height west of North America and Pacific Islands, based on the sun, moon, and earth. The position, if all those are in the straight line, we say it is a spring tide. Okay, if we talk about the spring tide, so that can be in the same straight line. Okay, so very important, spring is linear, that you how you can remember, but it is not at 90-degree. Okay, so when you have the sun, moon, and earth in a single line, we say it is a spring tides. Okay, easiest way to remember, it occurs twice a month, full moon and new moon. Next is neap tides. So what is neap tides, student? Neap tides occurs after 7 days of interval between a spring tides. So those are comparatively less bigger. Okay, it can be comparatively, it is less bigger and less steeper. And here the position uh, is right angle, is in right angle. So sun, moon, and earth at right angles, and this is what is a nap tides. Okay, so then we have perigee and apogee. So what is perigee and what is apogee? So students, um, what call is perigee is perihelion and apogee is aphelion. You all must have studied this in your ninth class, especially I think in your geography subject. Perihelion is a point where earth is closest to the sun. Okay, suppose if I draw this, so you can see this is a position like, okay, just I'll draw it again. perigee and apogee. Okay, suppose this is the position. Yes, I will. Okay, so this is perihelion and it is aphelion. Okay, it will be closest to and to the sun. This is earth and it is a little bit farthest from the sun, right? So perihelion is a point where earth is closest. Okay, distance you can see, and here you can see the distance, so difference you can see in both. So closest to the sun, unusually high and unusually low tides are seen during that time. Usually near the 3rd of January, that is seen. Okay, 3rd of January, I just write here 3rd of January. Again, when the perigee moon is closest to the earth, have unusual tidal ranges and are seen. On the other hand, you have apogee. Okay, apogee, it is a aphelion, right? This portion. Apogee, it's because it is farthest from the earth, from the sun. So here apogee, that is which is farthest position, usually near the 4th of July. 4th of July, right? And here the difference in much more less and compared to perihelion or perigee. Clear? So is it clear, student, the concept of apogee and perigee, perihelion and apohelion? Perigee is perihelion, apogee is apohelion. Perigee is less, closest to the sun, and apogee is just, you can see, the farthest from the sun. Clear? So this concept is over here. Now next we'll talk about two important terms. Okay, the important terms of tides. So this we'll discuss in the next video, in the 3rd part. Okay, till then just keep revising this portion which I have explained. So till then, thank you so much.